The world is changing, and no longer is the status quo good enough to advance us into the future. As advocates of change, we're here today to talk about a paradigm shift in what we call traditional managed services. There is a new wave of modern service management that is paving the way for deeply connected enterprise adoption of cloud services. It's what we call the cloud done right with Umbrellar. I'm really interested in modern service management for two points on it really. What it is, and why it's so important in a fast-paced world.
So modern service management is something that has come about as a result of the cloud being utilized and the adoption rate going up.
This is always the million-dollar question, but just tell me the real difference between cloud services and IT services.
Sure. So cloud services is a model that Umbrellar have implemented recently using the modern service management approach, whereas IT delivery is your traditional, we will agree on a CapEx budget and an OpEx budget, and we'll implement it, and we'll make sure that it delivers services for the business and its customers for the next 3 years.
How does service management differ from traditional MSP outsource agreements?
So traditional MSPs have always tried to deliver outcomes based on requirements at a set point of time, and as we know, business requirements change, client requirements change, and that results in the solution being no longer fit for purpose, as quickly as 6 months down the track. The pay-as-you-go model really allows that auto-scale and auto-expand and automated incident response.
In terms of the experience working with Umbrellar, Microsoft has a really dynamic and productive relationship, and it focuses around building, marketing and jointly selling solutions. And I think it's because Umbrella's really good at listening to customers, and in terms of listening to customers, that informs their approach, creating next generation managed services, and that's all about not only meeting the needs of the customers for today, but providing solutions that will scale into the future in terms of operating in a more disruptive environment as time goes by.
Paddy, just in terms of Azure managed services, how come they're so key to cloud adoption?
We're trying to make that easier by working with partners like Umbrellar who are really agile and can take that adoption and build it into their framework going forward. I like to say that we're sort of flying the plane and building it at the same time, and that's exactly what happens with the cloud platform. It's constantly evolving and changing, and with an agile partner like Umbrellar, that's what they're doing. So they're taking our Azure Virtual Data Center concept and helping customers make sure they have the confidence in them to manage the security and identity, to having the right governance and policies set up, and the cost optimization, so that they can therefore maximize the power of the compute of the cloud and transform and evolve from there.
You can look after all that stuff. I want to concentrate on my business and making it a success.
Yeah, even if you're an airline company or perhaps you're a retailer, your focus should be on your business. So you should be able to rely and offset that to a service provider that knows how to help you maximize the power of the cloud.
How has your experience been partnering with Umbrellar on your journey to Azure?
Frankly, the experience has been absolutely fantastic. We've set off on a journey of digital transformation within the organisation, and Umbrellar has truly been a partner. So that goes from everything, right from providing the strategic advice we need in terms of the decisions we need to make, right through to how we agreed the contract, actually also very unselfishly opening the door to other partners within the sort of ecosystem that Umbrellar works in. One of the key differentiators, I think, between Umbrellar and their opposition and their competition in this space is the team they bring to the table. I can pick up the phone to Dave, I can pick up the phone to Michael, and I know I'm going to be heard.
There's a lot of companies out there who are maybe on the cusp or haven't made the decision about cloud yet. What advice would you give to those people who are thinking about cloud technologies?
Everything we do comes with some risk. It's about putting appropriate mitigations in place to manage that risk. Look at the different risk profiles though, and what you'll quickly come to find is that actually a lot of that risk that's inherent in paper and inherent in on-prem operating model actually gets mitigated by moving to the cloud. This is core business for these guys, it's not our core business. So actually by partnering with them, we've improved what that risk profile looks like significantly.
We've heard some great success stories today. Why have you chosen to evolve the business the way you have?
Well, it's look, in a sense, it's a natural evolution. The public cloud offers all these advantages and huge capabilities for automation, for self-service, for rapid deployment. Traditional service models actually don't cater to that. They don't deliver that.
Great to have such a vision for this. I mean, what does the future hold for you and your customers?
Well, look, it does fundamentally change from a legacy of being a service provider of engineering services effectively to being more of a design partner with our customers, working together to leverage this enormous array of capabilities that hyperscale cloud now offers in true business context. Building our business, our cloud business, we created an air gap around it within an old legacy business of traditional managed services and very much tech and engineering. And we stood it up on cloud-first principles. We just knew that in order to be able to drive the real benefit of this thing, we needed to unshackle it from the past.